one day, the Archbishop of the cathedral found out that the bell ringer was dead, and he was very, very sad. In fact, everyone was sad. But the bishop or archbishop, I can't remember which I said, said, no, we need to get a new bell ringer. Send out word to the city for all the other bell ringers to come and audition. So we did that, and they did that. So he was in the bell tower thingy, and all the people came, rung the bell, ding, 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 all that. And then a man arrived with no arms. And the bishop said, "What are you doing here?" And the man said, "I'm here to audition for the post of bell ringer." And the bishop, I'll say bishop, and the bishop said, "But you have no arms, how can you play the bells?" And the man said, "Watch me." So he climbed up the tower, so he was up with the bells and started hitting them with his head. Dong, dong. But he made beautiful music that rung out across the whole city, and everyone was amazed and stopped and looked up and, that's beautiful music. So they all gathered round, and the bishop thought, "Praise be to God, I have found a new bell ringer for our cathedral minister," whatever I said. I really should have written this down. But then, the man with no arms fell. He slipped as he tried to do a trill or something, and then he was lying on the ground dying. And this crowd that had gathered was crowded round him, so the bishop sort of pushed through and looked at the man, and he was crying even more than when the first bell ringer died, because he was still crying for that one as well. And the crowd asked the bishop, "Who was this man?" And the bishop says, "I don't know, but his face rings a bell." The bishop was even sadder, but he thought, "No, I need to carry on auditioning bell ringers, because none of the other ones were any good either." And that's a narrative device. So he arrived at the bell tower, and another man arrived. Now this man was completely normal, had arms, everything, all that, good. Yes, so. No. Yes, rewind that. So the bishop arrived at the bell tower, and this other man arrived. And so the bishop said, what are you doing here? And the man said, "I am the brother of the man with no arms. I would like to become the bell ringer to honour his memory." So the bishop said, "Okay, we can probably do that, but we'll need to check that you can ring the bells first." So the man walked into the bell tower, picked up the ropes. He was going to do it completely normally, no fancy headbanging stuff, and started to play, and he was quite good as well. Not as good as the man with no arms, but easily suitable for the bishop's purposes. But then one of the bells fell down and hit him on the head, and he died as well. And the bishop was crying. He's like, "Why are so many people dying?" And then two monks, I think you get monks in cathedrals, arrived and saw the bishop crying and said, "Bishop, why are you crying?" And the bishop said, no, and then the monk said, and the man said, "I'm crying," and then the bishop said, "I'm crying because this man is dead." I can get myself out of this. And then the monk said, "Bishop, who is this man?" And the bishop said, "I don't know, but he's a dead ringer for his brother."